So the other thing that we have in this machine standard is that we have the ability to operate the machine with other attachments, whether it be a jib, a winch, whatever. We've also got a scaler attachment, cylinder handlers, etc., etc. But we have the ability to operate the machine with other attachments using the wireless remote, so we don't need to be in the cabin to operate it. So we're just going to demonstrate that now. So again, the wireless remote control system is mounted behind the seat. We're going to take that out. It's in a special cradle. Simply tilt the seat back forward. We can access the remote control. We take it out of its housing. There is a spare battery in the charger, so when it's in there, it's constantly charging. There's also a battery in the bottom of the remote. So in order to activate the wireless remote system, we basically switch the machine over using this grey switch here, which now shuts the machine off. And what we need to do is we need to establish a connection between the remote control and the machine. We do that simply by pressing the start button. Which activates the horn, the lighting panel lights up, and then we can start the machine by pushing the third button on the right hand side. So we've now started the machine, and with this remote we can operate all the hydraulic functions, we can drive forwards and reverse, and we can operate the 4 steering modes. The other thing is that we can fit additional additional attachments that require hydraulics to drive, and we can operate all of those functions. So pretty much anything we can do in the cabin, we can do from the remote. So we'll just demonstrate. So we're going to lift our engine RPM. We can lift the machine up. We can telly out. You can see by lifting and tellying out, I can actually achieve vertical lift as well. We can lower. We can tilt, but it won't allow you to tilt without holding the secondary function for tilt. So we can tilt our attachment. And then we have our auxiliary functions here, which drives. At the moment we don't have any other hydraulically driven attachment, but this one drives the additional hydraulic attachments. And there are other functions for where we can switch to, you know, second, third, fourth, fifth function for the hydraulic drive. In order to drive the machine, you simply need to hold the middle button in on the left hand side. We hold that one in, and using the middle joystick, by pushing forward on the joystick, we drive forward. By pushing back on the joystick, we drive in reverse. And then sideways does our steering positions. And of course we can drive and steer at the same time. We can also change our steering modes between 4-wheel steer, crab steer, front steer. So as I said, pretty much anything you can do from the cabin, you can do from the remote. On the remote, you also have your load moment indicator to tell you where you're at in terms of capacity of the vehicle. As we scroll through the various pages, on this page you can see we have engine RPM, fuel level, the DPF system. We also have engine temperature, we have our speed, and it also shows you which direction you're driving in. We have our steering mode indicating that the park brake is applied, so when you're driving remotely or from the basket, when you stop driving, the park brake automatically applies. Automatically in turtle mode for driving, and we can scroll through various screens just by simply pushing the top button here. In this screen, it gives you a little bit more data in terms of the load. In this position, we can pick up 8.5 tonne at 600mm load centre. We've actually got nothing on it. It tells you your boom angle, your tilt degree, and the height of your load off the ground. If we scroll through to the next screen, it gives you your machine stability parameters. Okay, so we're just demonstrating the 3 different steering modes that are available in the machine and also via the remote control. So at the moment we have it in 4-wheel steer position. So if I demonstrate 4-wheel steer position for you, effectively 4-wheel steer position gives you the smallest possible turning circuit for the circle for the vehicle. I'll take it back to get the wheels aligned and then we'll move it into crab steer. So in crab steer mode, we just simply select the crab steer mode and then we operate the steering until it locks in. And now we have crab steer. So we can drive the vehicle sideways. I'll take it back to the wheels being straight. And we'll now select front wheel steer mode, which is what you would use if you're tramming. And you'll see the rear wheels are now locked and it's only front wheel steering. So we hope you're as excited about this machine as we are. For more information on the MHT 790 mining man-up solution, please contact your nearest Manitou dealer.